Hey guys, DeltaCanuckian here, and you've got some Black Ops 2 gameplay on the screen, but that is far from the focus of this video. As the title of this video says, directly beneath the video, I believe it is with the new layout, these are my games of the year for 2012. 2012 was a really good year for video games, and I don't have a huge expansive list like you'd see on the VGAs, but I have my own kind of short and condensed list that fits in with the games I play. And do keep in mind, these nominees and picks are only games I've played. I don't think it'd be fair to include games that I haven't played and try and base opinions off what other people have told me. So if a game you really loved and thought was deserving isn't on this list, I may just not have played it. Also, there's a link to a blog post in the description that has my full list and a write-up about all this stuff. Anyways, on to the first game, the first category, which is the best action adventure game. I didn't play a whole lot of these this year, so there's only 2 games nominated: Assassin's Creed 3 and Sleeping Dogs, both very good games. But my choice is Assassin's Creed 3. We've had 4 straight years of Assassin's Creed games, but Ubisoft has taken all the things they've tested out in Brotherhood and Revelations and stripped them down, built them back up, simplified, and just perfected them as much as they possibly could. I think it is the ultimate Assassin's Creed game. The world is alive and vibrant, and it's just fun to explore. The combat is brutal and just a hell of a lot of fun, and the game looks beautiful. I think it's a great game. Sleeping Dogs was a lot of fun as well, but Assassin's Creed 3 takes the cake as my best action-adventure game for 2012. The next category is one that you'd expect on my channel, and that is the best shooter. That's third-person and first-person shooters. It's combined. Though all the nominees are first-person shooters: Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Far Cry 3, and Borderlands 2. My pick out of these 3 very, very well-made games is Far Cry 3. This was an impulse buy for me. My friend convinced me to buy it the night before it released, and man am I glad I ever did. It's one of the most rewarding experiences I've had in a video game. Ubisoft, like they did with Assassin's Creed 3, did a fantastic job of creating this awesome open world that was just so much fun to explore. The story was great in its own right, and it really sucked you in, but it was so much more fun just to ignore the story missions and run off and hunt and explore the island and find random outposts to scare the crap out of enemies and take them down one by one stealthily. The stealth mechanics were great in that game, and it was so much fun to make use of them. The next category is the best performance, the best acting, the best voice acting, motion capture by someone in a video game. And there were some truly great performances this year. Michael Mando as Voss, Dave Fennoy as Lee Everett in The Walking Dead, and I'm sorry, but the name of the actress forgets me, who voiced Clementine in The Walking Dead. But my choice out of all of them,
Now I will tell you what the definition of insanity is.
Michael Mando as Voss. Voss is one of the coolest bad guys I've ever seen in a video game. He was truly messed up and evil, but he was also trying to help your character in a way. He was a very Joker-esque character, very charismatic, very entertaining, and just likable in a strange way. He was on the cover of the game, he was in all the marketing, he was this huge part in one of the most brilliant performances in a video game, in the combination of motion capture and voice acting. Hats off to you, that was a brilliant job. Next category is the fail of the year. There were a lot of big titles that failed to meet the expectations of their series fans this year. Medal of Honor Warfighter, Resident Evil 6 are a couple to name as big failures, but my choice is undoubtedly Medal of Honor Warfighter, a game that I was really excited for, that seemed to be shaping up after the bits I had played at PAX and early on in the beta. But I realized pretty quickly that this was a game that was trying to be Call of Duty, and nobody does Call of Duty better than Call of Duty does. Many games have tried, but none have succeeded, and it doesn't seem to change. It doesn't seem like it's going to change anytime soon. Medal of Honor Warfighter was a broken, buggy mess that did nothing new, brought nothing new to the first-person shooters genre, and was just one of the biggest failures of the year. Next is the one I'm sure you've all been waiting for, my game of the year for 2012. There were a lot of great choices. My top 3 games: The Walking Dead, brilliant game by Telltale Games, and then 2 games out of Ubisoft Montreal, Assassin's Creed 3 and Far Cry 3. My 3 favorite games this year, 3 of the best games released this year, but ultimately the one that gets my game of the year vote, pick, whatever, for 2012 is The Walking Dead, the game. Telltale Games did something really special with this game, bringing episodic content to the forefront, the mainstream of the gaming industry. And it's going to leave its mark. A lot of developers are going to start using this method for releasing their games. And not just that, the game was a fantastic experience that left many people in tears at the end of the game. I'll admit, I shed a few tears. I was really attached to those characters, and not many games can do that. On to the final category, not so much a 2012 pick, but my most anticipated game for 2013. 2013, depending on what you're interested in, is shaping up to either be a really good or a not so great year. Obviously, there's a lot of games that haven't been announced yet, but the big game for me, out of the 3 you're seeing on your screen, BioShock Infinite, The Last of Us, 2 spectacular games. Even Dead Space 3 I'm really excited for, but the one that takes the cake out of all of them, especially after some of the stuff I've seen lately, BioShock Infinite. That game, I picked up the original BioShock late. I don't know why it took me so long to play it. It is a fantastic game, but BioShock Infinite's looking good. The delays worry me a bit, but man, is it looking good, and I'm really excited to get my hands on that game in 2013. Anyways, thanks for watching. Those are my games of the year for 2012. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe for more Call of Duty and other games, because I like to keep things varied. And I'll see you guys next time.